Hello and welcome to Tarkov Death Investigation 5. I'm JohnnyBoy0056 and let's jump right in. So this is a fresh scav run. I spawn in, immediately hear a gunshot off in the distance, more to my left. A quick look at my inventory reveals I was utilizing a MP153 shotgun with SF ammo, which is essentially the HP slug superperformance, which has minor armor piercing, like penetration power, but high damage. The trouble is that it's a slug, so it's essentially a single bullet, not like the buckshot bullets that shoot multiple pellets out with one shot and have a bigger bullet spread. Healables wise, I have one bandage and I got some cash in my pocket. I am wearing some armor, but it's at half-life upon spawn because it's a scav armor. And the helmet I have on does have armor as well, but it's a low-level helmet. It's not really going to stop much other than like a handgun. Okay, so a quick management of my inventory. I hotkey a couple things, and then I step out into the road. As I do so, spot my first enemy at a pretty significant distance. The trouble with this situation is that I don't know what gun he has, and I know that my shotgun is not really the best gun for these long-distance engagements. So I decide to track back and try to bring a closer engagement to favor my weapon. As I retreat and try to head through the gate, he does get one shot off and does hit me based on my health mark. It looks like the armor took the impact of the bullet, didn't do me any harm at this point. As I'm trying to get to cover by this container loader, just before I can get behind the wheel, he takes another shot, hits me again, and this time it looks like he broke my armor and I now have some chest damage. So now with the situation, I do not have a healable on me. I only have a bandage, and that's not going to give me any HP back. So I determined that I'm going to try to bring the fight inside. I try to utilize some cover here through the open area to make my way safely into the building where I'll have a better chance with a shotgun. This may be considered a mistake. I could have retreated back to the trains and utilized the train and the wall on the other side of the train as potential cover or setup, or just retreated from the fight knowing that I had a shotgun and he clearly had a long distance rifle. Just before I go into the container building, I take a look back and I can see that he is now in the yard with me, pushing in my direction. Okay, so with this still shot, we can actually verify that we are not fighting one guy, we're fighting two, and they're both indicated right here on this still shot. Okay, so I make my way into the building. I can hear the footsteps approaching, so I know that I'm being pushed on. At this point in my mind, I'm thinking I'm only fighting one enemy. So I'm going to basically utilize the door as a threshold and hold my gun pointed at the door, wait for him to try to come in and try to get the kill. So I'm being as stealth as I can be. As you can see, I've lowered my walking sound to minimal. I'm crouched and moving extremely slow, and we know that he's pushing up on the door based on the footsteps, so I'm ready to take my shot. Okay, this still frame is the frame just before I fired the gun. Clearly you can see, because I'm shooting a slug round, there's going to be no bullet spread, so my sight is just off the left of the enemy's head. So we exchange gunshots. I miss, he hits me as indicated by the now active bleed icon in the top left. So at this point in the gunfight, I'm deciding that I don't feel like I'm in such a great position anymore. I'm fighting with the container. The container's a little too high. I'm trying to adjust my crouch. I'm trying to get a shot over this container. And in the meantime, while moving, I'm also still in the slowest movement position. And at this point, it doesn't really make a difference because he knows where I am. I should be utilizing faster movement to make myself harder to hit. He peeks and hits me again. We exchange a couple shots. He hits me again. I just want to mention here how even the smallest items and items that seem insignificant can play a big role in the gunfight. In this particular situation, what I did not anticipate when I took this position was this small box that's sticking off the wall, protruding off the wall. It's actually preventing me from cutting my angle at the narrowest point and trying to land a headshot when he peeks. It's completely blocking right where the headshot needs to be. And it's creating a situation where he can peek and hit my left arm or left side, and I can't even see him because he peeks and leans into the doorway, and it's obstructed by this small box. So in effect, he basically has the advantage in this gunfight because of this small box on the wall. Okay, so with the audio, we can catch a reload. The enemy runs in, takes a shot, I take a shot, he retreats back out the door. But the interesting thing is, if we pay close attention to the detail here, I should have been able to pick up that this was not the same guy that first pushed in the room. These are two different guys. So this could have been my indication that I'm fighting two enemies at the same time. Here is a side-by-side look at the enemies, the one that already pushed in the room earlier and the one that just came in. Clearly, side-by-side indicates that these are two different players. Okay, back to the active gunfight. Did you guys hear that? Listen to it again. So those are the sounds of footsteps on my left that I did not pick up. So I stay in cover and make another error and decide to reload my gun. So while caught in my reload animation, I'm now being shot from the left by a guy that I did not notice enter the room with me. I'm now pinned in the corner between a wall and a box and a guy with a gun. And it's not going to end well. Before I can get another shot off or even try to shoot him, he takes another shot at me and finally kills me. All right, let's go ahead and watch it in real time as it happens at full speed. Thank you guys for watching my 5th Tarkov Death Investigation. If you like the content, there are several other videos just like this one on my channel. And if you want to see me play live, I'm on Twitch 4 nights a week at twitch.tv/JohnnyBoy0056. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. is my start time 4 nights a week. Thank you guys for visiting and hope to see you soon.